Hey guys, it's Grace. I want to share with you our app evaluation project. Michaela, Lynn, Brittany, and I worked on this one. So our first slide, you'll be able to view this video rather than flipping through the presentation later on after I create it. First of all, we have this pretest. So before you go through and look at the app, we want to know if you already know a few things about it, if you've seen it before, of course. So it's called To Do Math. So it is set up like an adventure. It helps students ages 6 through 8, so that would be kindergarten through first grade, work on basic math concepts. So it includes subtraction and multiplication. So it has a lot of mini games, and there's even a few aspects that could reach up to second or third graders. So in order to play, it's ideal for learning in the classroom or at home. It aligns to the standards, and it is recognized for internationally superior game design. So the children are going to build their math skills and collect their monsters, which is the prizes, the things they collect to win prizes, and then they will level up. So, in order to test this, the makers actually had kids come in and test it out, and then educators approved it and said that they would recommend it for their classrooms. So, some features that it has is the daily adventures. That's 10 to 15 minutes of daily practice, and it is relevant to the child's skill level. So, it'll be decided based upon what the child can do. The missions, there are over 60 progression-based missions. So those will let the kids learn while they're exploring through their world. You'll play quizzes. The Math Monster quizzes reinforce the learning, and the kids can collect the monsters at the end, which they love because that's how they then earn prizes. There is also a parent page, which is wonderful because parents can see the child's progress throughout the app. Some special features can be seen in this video that you can explore later after this video. It'll show you some of how the app is set up and the features that it possesses so you can better understand how it's beneficial to the students. Math skills. So there are several important principles of early math that all educators will agree are the foundation of early math that need to be set before the students can really build on those things. So counting and cardinality, which includes the number tracing, counting tally marks, and then also all the operations such as addition and subtraction, later on multiplication. All of these are included, and there are some that are just the problems themselves, but then also they throw in some word problems to take it up to the next level. So mathematical reasoning, pattern recognition, math memory matrices, and there's so much more as well. Time and money, days of the week, telling time, and understanding coins. So all of these things are valuable information that students need to learn the basics of before they can build and learn more as the math progresses. Geometry, it holds ideas where students need to learn the geometric shape recognition and then also know how to trace them and eventually draw them on their own. So we found that students can find a better understanding of these math skills as they go through these adventures and missions, and they level up and advance on. So the students' cognitive skills are constantly being progressed on. So they're being pushed forward with every level. So we said it was very good in that aspect. The language skills that are benefited, those that benefit the students through this app is that they are going to use the math phrases and the math words because a lot of the activities involve word problems. So the students are going to naturally have an expanded vocabulary from looking through the word problems and decoding what all of the words in those mean. So the students also are getting a lot of motor skills by learning to trace the shapes for those early kindergarten levels. And then also something very interesting is that there is a healthy eating encouragement in many of the problems that are in the app. So students will be using sorting and classifying skills as well. So that will be where it says classifying skills to help the animal friends load their carts. That means that the students are going to be sorting and they are going to classify different things that they need to do in order to problem solve. So that's how they're helping their animal friends. Students also can play with peers. They can play as a group, they can do missions individually, or they can do them as a group. And they can be set up as a daily activity, so it can also benefit social skills. So students can discuss the problems as they're going through them. We found that it is all about math, all the activities, they cover all the basic principles, as we said. So it does effectively communicate math. It is a very good way for students to practice that foundation of math. It doesn't teach math, but it is a great way to practice math. So some learning goals that would be enhanced by the app would be the students would be able to build on the things that they already know. So if they were working on addition in class, then you would want to set up goals for them on the app where they would be taken a step further and maybe work on word problems with addition, or maybe work on two-step addition. So the learning goals in the app are going to take the students from where they are to the next level and push them to a higher level of thinking. So it will be ideal for AIG students. It does provide instant feedback. So if something is incorrect, then the students go back right then and they can fix it right then. So here to the right, we have a screenshot of what you're going to see on the app if you're actually playing the app. It does offer personalized adaptive skill levels. So there may be one student who needs a level A and one who's all the way down at F. They can be whichever level that they would like to be at. We would, of course, encourage the student that if they've mastered a level F, then we probably want to keep them there and keep them pushing. There are several real-world connections throughout the app. So we can see math around us in our world every day, and that is encouraged through this app as they are earning things and reaching towards goals, and the word problems are bringing up situations that the students are actually seeing in their everyday lives. It is inviting and it is easy for students to use. There's tutorials before every game, so the students are going to be able to see what they need to do before it's actually expected of them. It doesn't really take a parent or a teacher to explain every single game to them. I would say that it has a lot of skill levels that would benefit students up to age 8, probably up to second grade. It could benefit some third graders, but mostly up to second grade. Students are going to return to this game quite often because they are going to be motivated to complete more missions. They're going to want more time to do their daily missions. They're going to want to earn the monsters, and they're going to want to earn prizes to buy things and purchase prizes on the app. So for engagement and motivation, we can definitely see that there are activities that are going to fit different students' interests. So there will be different activities, different subjects, different games that's going to reach all different kinds of students. So It does incorporate some gaming principles. It doesn't really have a storyline that students are going to follow, but it does build the games build on one another for the student learning. So the app does allow you to build up and win things, just gain scores and win prizes, but it's not really categorized as a storyline game. Um, It definitely enhances learning. It is not just for fun. It is fun because it is making the math fun. The topics are intriguing, and there are different ways to look at math and gain a better and deeper understanding of math, but it is not just fun. And we did say that there is a good balance in having enough interactive things going on throughout the app. There's some music, but not all the time, and there will be counting done for them, but not everything is counted for them. Some things will be sorted digitally, and some things the students will sort themselves. So it has a happy medium, a good balance of interactivity, and the interactive features do they are compatible with any iPad, iPhone, or iPod. So it can be used as you are traveling because it is available on all mobile devices as well. Okay, so the app includes so many levels that show a variety of users and different skills. It does start at the beginner and proceeds all the way into the upper level of second grade. So once you've surpassed all the missions and all the quizzes, it doesn't really leave you anywhere else to go, but it takes you all the way from kindergarten to second grade. And it comes in 8 different languages. So there are many different options to support students. It also has left-handed mode, which is huge for our lefties. And then there is also an open dyslexic font option and a simplified keypad input style. So there are many modifications that would benefit students who have different needs or different learning capabilities. The app also does let you personalize your own nickname for the game. Pretty much everything else is already created for you, but that nickname really makes it intriguing for students. And let's see, the voiceover and the closed captioning, it's hard to see right here where we have it, but there are voiceovers and there is some closed captioning. It's not to where it tells a story, but there may be some of the problems will be read to the students, and then a few things will be explained to students via a voiceover or something of that nature. And then on our last slide, we can see what we learned. So you guys can go take this test and test your knowledge. Thank you guys so much for listening.